What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake McGeorge with Segway Powersports, and today we're going to give you guys a quick tutorial on how to do an oil change for the Segway Super Villain. The list of tools that you're going to need to get this job completed is going to include a 10mm socket, a 5mm Allen key or Allen socket. You're going to want a 17mm wrench or 17mm socket, a wrench itself, your oil filter removal tool, an oil filter, 6 quarts of 5W30 Segway engine oil. Last but not least, you're gonna need somewhere to drain the old oil out of the oil pan. First step in this process is getting under the vehicle and removing the rear skid plate. You're gonna use your 10mm socket and remove the 15 retaining bolts holding that in place. The second step in this process is removing the oil drain plug using your 17mm wrench or 17mm socket. You'll find the oil drain plug towards the driver's side of the vehicle on the bottom side of the oil pan. Third step in the process is to replace the oil drain plug. It's a best practice to always replace the oil drain plug washer as well. Once you've completed that, you can go ahead and move on to replacing the oil filter itself. The oil filter on the Super Villain is on the passenger side of the vehicle, just behind the rear shock, right next to the exhaust pipe. When replacing the oil filter, remember to clean off the oil filter housing and put a light coat of oil on the oil filter O-ring. The next step in this process is to remove the engine access cover located in the cargo area of the Super Villain. To do this, you'll want to use your 5mm Allen key and remove the 8 retaining screws holding that in place. Once we remove the engine access cover, remove the oil cap. You'll then need to add 5.2 quarts of 5W30 Segway engine oil. Once you've replaced your 5.2 quarts of oil, go ahead and replace the oil cap. It's best practice to start the engine for about 30 seconds. Once the engine's been running for 30 seconds, turn it off and make sure that the engine oil is between the add and full marks on the engine oil dipstick. Now the last couple steps in this process is to replace the engine excess cover and put the skid plate back in place, and you've just completed your Segway Super Villain oil change.